Good morning, Tom from Davison Orchards. Welcome again to our farm, and we're in the middle of peach season, and we're just having a lot of fun with that because we've been waiting for a few years to have a great crop again. So the peaches are at their peak, and people are canning and freezing peaches and just enjoying the great flavor and eating them fresh. But there's always a lot of questions about Freestone and what does that mean. And so we even get customers that think that Freestone means if you open the peach up that there will be no pit. But that's not the case. There's always a pit in peaches, but the issue is whether the pit is attached to the flesh of the peach. So what that means is if you're canning and you want to cut the peach in half or quarters, you want it to separate away from the pit. And so some varieties are not Freestone. Usually those are the earlier varieties, but when we get into these later varieties, Red Havens and especially Glo Havens, these are the peaches that are used for canning, but they're also great fresh eating peaches. But for canning, it's really nice to have a Freestone peach so that when you're blanching your peaches and peeling them, you can cut them into quarters and they'll separate away from the pit that's inside and come away from the flesh. But the real key to getting the peach to can nicely is ripeness. And so this is just the big issue, that when you come to buy your peaches, they won't be ready to can in that moment. They will need to wait for a few days. They'll probably be okay for fresh eating. They'll be ripe enough, but if you want to can them, freeze them, be prepared to let them sit for 3 to 5 days just at room temperature and allow them to fully ripen. That'll give them the juiciness, the flavor, and it will also make them come away from the pit, from the flesh, much, much easier. If you've been waiting for Glo Havens, they are now being harvested and they're available in our market. And they are large, beautiful, and we've never had nicer Glo Havens than we have this year. See you there.